Earlier today I shot a spur of the moment video to bring your attention to the white elephant project that is HS2. But first a few facts while you have a look at the map of the network and footage location. HS2 is a brand new high-speed rail project here in the UK, going from London to Birmingham, with 2 branches to Manchester and Leeds in the north. The latest cost estimate for this project is £108 billion. For comparison, in the last year we've spent £22 billion for a few tents made into Nightingale hospitals, some COVID tests and contact tracing, which does not include the UK's vaccination programme, which cost a further £11 billion. Given this, the £108 billion looks laughable, with ultra-modern stations, 80 miles of tunnelling, significant remodelling of 4 major cities, 330 miles of track and associated land costs. HS2 is much more likely to triple in cost to say £300 billion, which could have been used to upgrade the entire country's rail network to increase capacity and improve signalling. Journey costs will not be affordable for many because existing trains are already too expensive. £370 will get you one standard class peak return from London to Manchester, which currently only takes 2 hours. Tesla has already released its self-driving electric cars, which can also be used as taxis, offering a door-to-door service. So by the time the project is ready in 10 years, there will be little demand for the trains, and since COVID, there will be many more people working from home instead of commuting too. HS2 has bought up swathes of land which cuts through historic woods and beautiful countryside for this white elephant project. The trains won't even reach their specified speed between stations in our small country. The HS2 network has very few stations, so will service a very small percentage of people directly, requiring train changes in our existing old rail network, negating the usefulness of the high-speed parts further. HS2 will cause a reduction in service to much of the existing network, towns and cities, as the already half-empty services are reduced. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see aerial views of this HS2 route, and thanks for watching.
Hi peeps, this is the National Agricultural Centre in Stoneleigh in Warwickshire. I just thought I'd make this quick video of how HS2 is coming through this, basically this junction. So here's the building work. So the HS2 will come straight across this road somehow. Don't really know how. So that's what that compound is for all construction company workers. And I'll just walk up the road and show you, well, you can see they've had to clear a strip of land with some pretty old looking trees. And it goes, here's the fenced off bit, which is now apparently part of the HS2 company. They've enclosed this old gatehouse, I guess it is. Looks like someone still lives there. They'll have a great view of the train line when it's built. Or maybe they've just been paid off handsomely. So this is the main road that goes through Stoneleigh, a little village up the road. Here's the strip of land that they've cleared and we'll be using for the train line. It goes straight through the National Agricultural Centre, and beyond in that direction is the A46. So you can imagine it's just going to come straight through basically where I'm standing. And the reason I'm making this video really, let me show you this delightful sign. So just to scare you off. And the reason I'm making this video is because I just think this entire project is going to be the biggest white elephant project that this country's ever seen. it's going to cost, I mean, they're estimating 108 billion at the moment. That was the latest estimate, but considering we paid 20 billion at least for all the track and trace and nightingale hospitals, I think 108 billion for a train line that runs from London to well, to Manchester and Leeds or wherever it goes is a bit optimistic, don't you? So it's more likely to cost, what, let's say 300 billion? Who knows? There's probably no limit to the amount of money they're willing to pay for this. And just imagine what the ticket prices will be. It's already cost you, what, more than £100 to get a ticket at peak time on like a Virgin train or something that goes a long way. Just imagine what it's going to be on a brand new train line with brand new trains. It's basically going to be unaffordable. It has very few stations, so, and it's most likely going to remove services from the existing train lines, so the people that are served by those lines won't have as many services. I mean, if you want to catch it anywhere in the Cotswolds, which is where it goes straight through, there's no stations, so you either have to travel to Birmingham to get on it or go to London to get on it. This is the river that it goes right, well, it must cross it, I guess, over there somewhere. And there's a kind of an ancient bridge right next to it. I don't know whether it's interfering with that. There's a bit of a better view of the Vit Bridge. I mean, this bridge is pretty old, but it's not going to touch this one, thankfully. And I just think the only reason they're going ahead with it is because it was Labour's idea. Except, so Labour can't object to it because it was their idea in the first place, but it's a good excuse for the Tories to pay all their mates lots of money for constructing the train line and the trains, just like they have with all the COVID PPE. Good old Matt Hancock with his sister involved. Bloody ridiculous. Anyway, we'll see if they drop the project, which is what I'm hoping, because it's not going to do the country any good and no one's going to use it. Just think how many electric cars we'll have in 10 years time when this thing's finished. And most of them, and Tesla have already released their self-driving capability, so isn't it better to buy an electric car and get a door-to-door service than get trains? Because you'll be able to do whatever you want in an electric car, just like you will in a train, because it will drive itself. So that's just some of the countryside it's cutting through. You can tell I'm not a fan.